On a rainy night in London, Detective James Marlow receives an urgent call from the police about a mysterious murder. The victim, Edward Collins, a writer known for his psychological crime novels, is found dead in his apartment. There are no signs of forced entry, the room is tidy, and a single note is left on the desk: "See you on the other side." All doors and windows are locked from the inside, leading the police to suspect suicide. However, James feels something is not quite right. Edward had once been famous for his best-selling books, but recently he had become reclusive, cutting off contact with friends. Upon thoroughly searching the apartment, James finds a recurring name in Edward's notebooks: Michael Sullivan. Michael was an old friend who mysteriously disappeared after being involved in a scandal linked to the death of a young woman. Witnesses recall that Edward and Michael often had heated arguments. Could it be that the dark past had finally caught up with Edward? James follows the trail to a pub where Edward and Michael used to meet. People remember that Michael vanished right after a mysterious case came to light. James realizes that several chapters in Edward's recent books hint at an undisclosed crime. Could Edward have been trying to reveal the truth through his writing? Edward was obsessed with uncovering dark secrets. But why did he end up dead in a locked room? A crucial clue emerges when James discovers a secret audio recording on Edward's computer, capturing a phone call between him and Michael just hours before his death. Michael's cold, threatening voice warns Edward not to dig up the past. In the recording, Michael repeatedly references a secret that Edward had uncovered, related to a case from 10 years ago. Tracing the call, James arrives at an abandoned cemetery where he discovers an underground bunker. Inside, he finds documents proving that Michael had murdered a woman and that Edward had helped him cover it up. It turns out that Edward and Michael had once conspired to hide the crime. But later, haunted by guilt, Edward wanted to confess, while Michael sought to silence him for good. When Michael discovered Edward's intention to expose the truth, he broke into Edward's apartment and used a silent gas to kill him, staging it to look like a suicide. In the final scene, James stands by Edward's grave, pondering whether the truth can truly bring peace to the soul of the deceased. And the question left for the audience: would you dare to face your past, knowing it could cost you everything?